Hey everyone, it's Mari from Mari Clark Creations. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have a fun product review and card share with you today. I am going to be working with products today from the Stamps of Life. This is a brand new company to me and I really love their products and I wanted to share with you today what they have to offer. So I'm going to be working with the different things that you can see here on my desk. I'll talk about these different products as I work away. This first one here is called Wedding Ring Background. It's really gorgeous. I'm going to die cut the background and the frame that comes with this die set to create some dimension and texture on my card front today. So I'm just going to tape these two pieces together and run these through my die cutting machine. I'm just using some really nice white cardstock here for this piece, and here you can just see how gorgeous this is. I will be adhering this to an A2 size portrait top folding card base. I'm also going to be using this set here. This is Inside Scallop Circles. You can see this is a really great stacking die. It's going to create this really pretty frame. I'm also going to be using the Monsters for Birthday stamp set. This is so sweet. And this is where I'm just going to pause explaining my project here and let you watch. And I'm going to talk about the Stamps of Life a little bit. This is a really cool company that actually has a club program. And if you are a club member, you get 15% off the entire website with no exclusions, which is pretty cool. And that's all the time. Your club points can be used on future purchases, and they have anniversary gifts that they give out in the club, and they give those out every year, and thereafter when your 1 year anniversary happens, you get an anniversary gift, which I think is a really cool idea. Here with my card, you can just see I'm doing a little bit of ink blending. I have stamped out my image with some Spectrum Noir alcohol proof ink, and I'm just using my tri-blend markers here. I'm going to be using the Aqua Blue, Alpine Green, and Antique Pink blend. I don't show you the entire coloring process. It's just the same thing over and over again, but you can just see the technique I'm using here with the lightest color first, then I go in with the darkest color to lay down some shadow, then I blend that out with the medium color. I love my tri-blends from Spectrum Noir. They make coloring super easy. I also wanted to mention that approximately 3 to 4 times a year, the Stamps of Life sends out freebies, which is really cool. Who doesn't like getting a little freebie in the mail? And so that's also really fun. You can become a club member of the Stamps of Life for as low as $13.99 US a month or $14.49 in Canada. And that includes a brand new stamp set shipped automatically every month, which I love that idea. And then don't forget, as a member, you get 15% off the entire site, which I think is super cool. Stamps of Life has been in business for 13 years. I can't believe I hadn't heard of them before. A friend of mine from the US mentioned them to me. I checked them out and was so thrilled to have found them. Really great company. Stephanie and Ken own the company. It's a small family business. They are awesome. It's fun that Stephanie does, she does YouTube lives every Thursday, I think it is. I think she does them more often than that, but you can check the Stamps of Life out on YouTube too. She shares new products. She shares inspiration with her products, and she creates cards in her videos, which is really fun. I'm using a little bit of Spectrum Noir Sparkle Pen over top of my coloring here, just to add a little bit of sparkle and shine. And then I couldn't resist adding some stickles. I'm just going tone on tone here to add some little sparkle and shine using some sea foam and sea spray stickles on the blue and green areas. I'm going to finish off the little eyes of my little monster with my Spectrum Noir Glossy Highlights, and that's just a really nice, fun glue that dries clear and really dimensional. So I'm going to pop that over the eyes. You'll just see me doing that here shortly. It's really cool, and I love the effect that it gives. I love that Stamps of Life releases brand new items 4 times a month. Like, that's amazing. So on the 1st, 7th, 15th, and 20th of the month, they have brand new items. And for the first 24 hours on the site, they usually have a flash sale, and club members get their discount on top of the flash sale. So you basically get double discounts as a as a club member, which I think is so cool. Now, the Stamps of Life also has their own paper pads. This is the Shine collection that I'm using here. I'm using a blue color that coordinates nicely with the color of the marker that I used there. This is the Happy Birthday die, which is really fun. It's a shadow die and a scripty word die that creates the sentiment Happy Birthday, which I wanted to create for this card. I think this is a really cute card for kids in particular. And I do have a little grandson now, so I'm going to start making more cards that are pertinent towards little people in my life. So I'm just going to adhere that scripty, happy white layer over top of that blue base layer. And you can just see how awesome this is. I love that scripty detail. I'm going to add my wedding ring background to my card base now, just using a little bit of liquid adhesive just around the perimeter of that piece. I love the white on white. I just love the texture that this adds. I mean, you could do so many things with this die cut, this die. You could die cut it out with some color cardstock. You could definitely add some ink blending to it, so many things. I'm going to add some foam adhesive to my frame here. I'm going to add that onto my card front. That's going to be the little home for my sweet little monster here. All of the stickles and the dimensional adhesive there, the glossy highlights are all dry now. So I'm just going to pop the little monster up on some foam adhesive and add him to the center of that circle area. Just going to add that in, and then I'll add the happy birthday just below as the sentiment for the card. Just going to add that on with my Crafter's Companion tape runner here, and that will almost finish off my card. I'm going to add a little more detail using the Cupcake Fold It die set from Stamps of Life. I've got you'll see here right away, I've got some little stars that I've die cut out of some green glitter paper from that die set that I'll use to embellish my card. So friends, if you join the newsletter for the Stamps of Life, you automatically get $5 off your first purchase, which is really fun. And if you use the code MARI, M-A-R-I, and I'll leave all of this information in the description box, you'll also get an extra 500 points for signing up. And so that's super fun. I love their products so much, and I couldn't believe when I went to the website and saw everything that they have to offer. They've got some really unique products, like all of their fold-its are really neat. They've got some really cool interactive type card bases that are really fun. And so I just was blown away when I went to their website and saw everything that they had to create with. So you're going to see me creating quite often here on my YouTube channel with the Stamps of Life product. Really enjoy working with their products so much. So super fun. You can just see here I'm adding these little stars to my card just to embellish them and add a little bit of sparkle and shine. I'm using my Marvy Jewel Picker here to add the stars on over top of these little dots of glue. And that's going to finish off my card today. So I really love how this turned out, friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to check the links in the description box below to the Stamps of Life. And have an amazing day. Take care. Stay safe. Stay well. Bye-bye.